Alright, this is the end of Control. I'll do a very quick review at the end. Like super quick. I'll give it a bit of a rating. Right now, we've got to find our brother. We've got to shut down the projector first. Because there's so many objects of power. Very like evil objects here. Like when the game first began, I had to get like this floppy disk just to get our launch abilities going. And every time we find an object of power, we usually get a new power ourselves. In this case, I think we just need to shut down this evil projector. Don't die on me, Jesse.
Poster she's been staring at.
And that's Dylan's voice in our head. Dylan, our brother. Sounds a lot like Joaquin Phoenix. Which reminds me, I want to watch that new Joker movie at some stage soon. Here is the projector. See you later, projector. I still don't know what this pyramid is all about.
I know he's still there somewhere. Locked inside.
Super weird game, people. Don't try and make too much sense of this. Just enjoy it for what it is. Enjoy the gameplay. Alright, let's go reach Dylan. And then I believe this will be the end of the game. It already gave you like a false ending earlier, where some credits came up and then they went all fuzzy. Where just when you thought the game couldn't get any trippier, it does. It gives you a false ending. But as you can see, it's super fun. I've uploaded a few videos on it, showcasing the gameplay. Because it wasn't too popular, I didn't do like a full playthrough, like minute by minute playthrough. I just sort of did videos here and there on my favourite parts, or just, you know, randomly as I progress through. Let's see, do we have to kill all of these people, or can we just move on? I have a feeling they just might keep on coming. So we can't progress any further to Dylan, who's up there somewhere, because I think we have to clear everything out and then wait for things to alter, and that way we can move on. I believe that must be like some sort of boss there. It's got a big, powerful shield. Headshots always do the trick. Gotcha. Oh, maybe it wasn't a boss. He went down pretty easy. They're all going down pretty easy on this level. Oh, watch those bombs. So recently I got this launch ability where I can actually launch back those grenades. See, look at that. I just did it. Oh! So they're pretty powerful. I wish I did that sooner, because those armored enemies really would have went down a hell of a lot quicker if I invested in that ability. But I've been putting points into, because you have like a skill tree in this, just like most games. I put all my points into my launch damage, my health, and energy recovery. Alright, so that sound indicates that, see what I mean? Everything's just shifting. And now we can move on. And we'll get another wave, I bet you. And after a few waves of enemies, we should be able to get to Dylan and finish off this game, which has been wonderful to play. The gameplay is absolutely fantastic. Is the game faultless? No. It's not faultless. It's super weird story-wise. But I mean, that's not exactly a bad thing. That's not a fault. Games can be weird. But goddamn, try and make sense out of this and you will do your own head in, I'm telling you right now. One of the major flaws I feel is it's so quick. Like, it's super quick. Way too quick, this game. I really was disappointed to find out that I'm at the end, so... I mean, I just kind of got certain abilities and got a certain amount of points to invest in abilities and upgrades, and it's over. So a little bit disappointing on the length of the game. The boss battles as well have been pretty average. Like, there's some really good ones and then some really average ones. Oh shit, that did a bit of damage to me. I'm going to have to get some health here. So some boss battles are basically just like guys with really strong shields that you just have to avoid their attacks and, you know, get their shield down, do a bit of damage, shield goes back up, get it down, do more damage and take them out. Very boring. Some side... Oh! Got way too close to that exploding hiss. Some side missions had really cool boss fights. Really cool boss fights. But then some of the main story ones were super average. So it really spiked up to disappointing and boring to awesome. So not much consistency there with the boss fights. And also the enemy types. As you can see, we're seeing pretty much every enemy type in the game. There aren't all that many. There's probably about 5 different types of enemies that you kill. Just your average guys with guns. A couple different guys that float around, and yeah, not that many. It's a bit repetitive, I suppose, in terms of get to an area, clear out a few waves, and move ahead. But as you can see, the gameplay is fun. It is super fun. They're really onto something here, and I'm just trying to find negatives because there's just so much good about this game. Because aside from those things that I mentioned, I don't have any other negative things to say about the game. It's not really, you know, is it a big deal there aren't infinite enemy types? Not really. But there are certain things that I mentioned, like I mentioned, that, you know, stop the game from being flawless and perfect. It's not perfect. The storytelling can definitely be funky. It's super weird, but I think that's what it's going for. It's going for that really weird fiction vibe, and it achieves that big time. It's super damn weird. I mean, if this is the first video that you've watched about this game, then you're probably wondering what the hell's going on. It's obviously an alternate reality right now. Even the actual main story is some sort of alternate world, and now this is an alternate world inside within the alternate world. And then I think we're trying to rescue our brother there who's in another alternate world who can affect all alternate worlds. I don't really know. There he is, Dylan, finally! We've been searching for him this whole time. Oh, we nearly melee killed him. Alright. Can finally scratch my nose.
Dylan's in a coma. I don't know if there's anything of him left in there. If he'll ever find his way back. The portal's been closed, but the hiss is still in the oldest house. And the lockdown can't be lifted as long as any trace of it remains. I'm working on a solution with my management team, but there is still a long road ahead. I'm the director of the Federal Bureau of Control.
We are the director now.
We're in this together.
Officially. We are. Things were looking a bit pear-shaped there for a while, but we are the director. Alright, we're going to block this audio out because, you know, copyright reasons. I'm pretty sure we'd get in some trouble there for the copyright. So, anyway, these are the credits. Let's skip on through them. There's no point hanging around for credits. And here we are. We are dressed as an executive here, as an executive director, all nice and snazzy. And as far as the outfits go, there's a few in the game. I think by the end I got about 6 or 7, but the best one is still just the old jeans and jacket one, the civilian costume. I think that's probably the best one. This one just seems, I don't know, strange. little too executive-y for me. But that is Control, everybody. That is the end, and from here on you have the option to, you know, go and do side missions and complete, you know, all the collectibles you might have missed. But that doesn't interest me with this game. I just wanted to really fly through it, play it, enjoy it, which I did. Very, very enjoyable. I brought up some of the negatives about it throughout this video there during the action, and that's pretty much it. Everything else is really good. Super weird. The ending is pretty disappointing for the most part. I mean, yeah, there'll probably be a DLC, but it is weird fiction, so they've left the story open. The hiss is still here inhabiting the ordinary, or whatever this, you know, this alternate reality is. I think it's the ordinary, and then you go into like other alternate worlds, and we just stopped that portal from the other alternate world. Now we're back in this real alternate world, and they're still inhabiting here. So something will probably happen in a DLC, and the hiss will become more powerful again. We've found our brother, we've saved him, and that is Control. On my scale out of 13, I would give Control a very well deserved 10 out of 13. Definitely worth playing. It is, if you're expecting a super long game, then you might be disappointed with this. I was definitely disappointed with the length and also the ending there. I thought the ending was quite average. Yeah, it does leave it open, but also doesn't really explain anything or really give it any closure at all. Pretty disappointing there. I did like how it had like an alternate sort of dummy ending, so it really confused us. The credits started rolling and they all started blurring out, so it was like a fake ending. I thought that was pretty cool. Definitely points for that. And if you're looking for something that is going to make sense, then this isn't the game for you. If weird shit upsets you and you can't handle it, you don't like it, then stay away from this game, because it's weird as hell. It's one of the weirdest ones that I've played, and if you think that you're going to get answers at the end, think about this. Take it from me. You actually have more questions than answers by the end, but I think that's what the game sets out to do, which is nice. It is nice for a change. I don't mind if it's weird at all. I'm just giving you guys and gals out there an alert, a caution that if you don't like to be weirded out and really have things that don't make sense, and then by the end of it they still don't make sense, and you have more questions, then probably avoid this. But otherwise, the gameplay wise, as you've seen from my videos, is a must play. Good job, Remedy. 10 out of 13. Let's move on now to something else. Love you all. Don't forget to subscribe and keep coming back to visit your favorite creepy uncle, this guy right here with the hairy face.